Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to another video. Today is quite an exciting but also a chilled one. I'm just doing a bookish would you rather. I have a bucket of 50 prompts in here. I think I'm gonna do about 25. I don't think it has to be more, but you know, just for variety. I got 50 over here and I'm gonna pick them out and we're gonna answer the questions. I got them all over the internet, so don't think this all came out of my brain because I cannot think of a list of 50 prompts of would you rather. But before we get started, please remember to like the video and subscribe, and let's just jump right into it. So because this is jam-packed, I couldn't shuffle it. Maybe I should shuffle it now. I'll just scrounge it through there and then, oh, okay. Our first prompt. Or our first bookish would you rather. I just hope it's not upside down. Hopefully you can see what it says, and it asks, would you rather have a magical library or a hidden bookshop? Why is this going to make me think? I think I would go for a magical library, only because if it's a magical library and say for example you have an idea of what you want to read but you're not sure what you want to read, then this magical library will pop up and be like, hey, you know, here you go, have it. If you're a mood reader, I think this is like the best option for you, because having a hidden library or a hidden bookshop, although cool, not a lot of people would know about it. I don't know. I'm leaning towards magical library. Okay, our next prompt or our next question. I like how it always just goes into the middle of my hand. I think it's a big one. Not sure what it says. Oh, I held it upside down. Okay, there you go. Hopefully you can read now. And it says, would you rather explore a haunted house or a magical forest from a book? I'm not a haunted house kind of person. I tried doing like a haunted area under a stage once and it freaked me out so much I started to cry and ran out. So I'm gonna go with magical forest. If it has like fairies and stuff, count me in, because that just sounds exciting. Next one. I'm feeling there's like one at the bottom over there, but now my fingers are gonna pull out something else, so I just wanna, there we go. Okay, delicate, they said. Do it delicately. Is it? Yes, it's correctly up, so at least that won't we won't have a repeat of Nana. It asks, would you rather read a book that makes you laugh or one that makes you cry? I hate crying, so I'm gonna go with a book that makes me laugh, because there's nothing nicer than sitting and reading and laughing. Even though my husband thinks sometimes I'm crazy, it's fun to just cackle about something that happened to a character or something that happened in a book. So yeah, I'd rather choose laugh. Righty, next one. I don't know where I'm grabbing. I'm just grabbing right now. Okay, we have this one, and it was almost upside down. Would you rather be stuck in a love triangle or a rivalry? Listen, I get annoyed with love triangles because, hear me out, each person in that love triangle usually has good attributes and usually is a reason why I should vie for them. But then if the other person comes along and I'm like, actually, I like you also, so who am I supposed to choose? I'm gonna go with rivalry because I'm a big stan of rivals or enemies to lovers. Next one. Okay, that's two. And we'll put that one back and we will open this one. That's a very short question. Would you rather attend Hogwarts or the Shire? I don't know. The Shire sounds, you know, it's pretty calm. We have a whole 3 trilogy series that suggests otherwise. But I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm gonna go with Hogwarts. I like a school setting. Any magical setting. School setting actually, not just Hogwarts. Yeah, I think that will be my choice. More of a magical school setting. Also like the School for Good and Evil. That sounds exciting to me. We're looking, we're searching, we're grabbing from apparently there. Okay. There you go. You can. I don't even know why I'm showing you those. Well, just to show you, I'm not cheating. Would you rather be trapped in a horror book or a comedy book? I'd die either way, because if you're in a comedy book and you continue to laugh, can't you die of laughter? Okay, let's put it out there. You can't die. Comedy. Because horror? No. My anxiety would just fly through the roof and I'd cry the whole time. So yeah, I'm going with comedy. Okay, let's just shuffle this a bit. I'm eyeing this one. I don't know why, but I was eyeing that one. Okay. I seem to get a lot of 40s. Anyway, would you rather get lost in a library or a bookstore? See, either way is a good one. Like, I would do both if I could, but it's a would you rather, so maybe a bookstore. Because usually the libraries I go to are very outdated. Like, they have very old kind of books. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a bookstore because the bookstore might have new releases and I just get lost in there. And if I get lost, I don't have to panic because I can just plonk down and read a book. Right. Next one. This one. Okay. It is, would you rather be in a book that takes place in the past or the future? Can it not be another setting? Like if it's a fantasy setting? I would say the future. Like, yes, things happen in the past, but I'm more interested to see what happens, you know, in the future. And then if it happens eventually, I would know how to react towards it instead of being like, oh no, I'll be like, yeah, I've been through this before. I don't know. Is that a wild kind of thing to think about? You never know. Next one. Let's grab from the bottom. Whoopsie. Okay. Luckily it's still closed, so I'll just put it back there. There we go. Another 40. Would you rather meet a book villain or a book hero? Is it a morally grey villain? Because then I would choose the villain. I mean, it might probably be very exciting to be the villain's henchwoman. I'm gonna go with a villain. I don't know what. If I have to choose a book, I'd be like, maybe not. But yeah, I think book villain. This happens when you have plastic. It just pops, goes crazy. I want this one. Thank you. Thank you very much. Number 10. Would you rather be able to time travel like in the Time Machine or teleport like in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? I haven't read those books yet. So, but anyway, the idea is there. Do you want to time travel or teleport? I've always liked the idea of time travel, so I'm gonna go with time travel. I have no other reason for it other than it looks cool. Next one. Can we shuffle it a bit? There's a fly around here. It's that time of season. So I'm going to be complaining about the flies again. This one. It's another 41. 45. Hey man, go sit on something else. Wow, it's a long one. Okay. Would you rather read a book with a beautiful prose or one with a fast-paced plot? I like a Why is that such a tongue twister? I like a fast-paced plot. Like, if it hooks me just like that, I adore it. I'm swayed by beautiful prose, but not always. Like, I really have to be in a mood for beautiful prose to be like, yeah, this really, I'm vibing with this one. So yeah, I'm choosing fast-paced plot. I think I'm just shuffling the top, so that's not gonna help at all. Maybe this one. If it's another 40, I'm going to laugh because clearly, oh no, it's not. It's number 2. I don't even know why I numbered these. I think it was just for my like ordering and stuff. Would you rather be stuck in a book world or have the ability to bring a book character to life? Do I have to go through everything that the characters are going through as well? Because if I read that, I would know what to do. You know, I'd solve the plot very quickly. Yo, that's a very tough question. But if I can bring a book character to life, and so for example, I don't think I would want Resand. Yeah, I would visit or like go into the book. That is my choice because then you can meet the characters, you know, that type of thing. You don't have to be stuck with this one person. I would rather travel through the book world than have the person come here. Like, I don't want to scar them with real life because real life sucks. I don't even know how many prompts there were. I think it was 12. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go to the bottom. How many is that? One. I have the tendency to drag out more. There we go. Another one. Number 37. Would you rather be a librarian in a magical library or bookstore owner? How come? How come we get the hard questions? I'm gonna go with bookstore owner again. Not because usually in libraries all the books are outdated. It's just because being a bookstore owner just sounds so fun. The only problem is Because listen, I don't like lending out my books. It's very stingy of me, but I don't like lending out my books. If I'm a bookstore owner, I can buy myself one of the books and then someone else can buy a book for themselves and I can be like, yeah, it's your book now. You can do with it whatever you want. You know, I like that. But it's a magical library. Bookstore. We're going with bookstore. Because I am keeping track, because in my mind I was like, that's 13 and I had to count the prompts now. It is 13. Okay, let's go next one. Okay, this one wanted to come out. Would you rather read a book written in a diary format or series of letters? Oh, I don't like either of those. Like, I don't mind letters in books or diary entries in books, but they don't make or break a book for me. Like, they're just there. So I'm gonna go with diary entries because it might be more personal. Get the feel of the character's whole thoughts instead of just snippets of things, because in a letter you might want to preserve someone's feelings so you don't say a lot, but in a diary entry you read like a full list of emotions. 14. Just, could you shuffle, please? I think I'm just shaking them. I'm not shuffling them. Okay, let's just... Well, that one came out, so we're going to use that one. Two. I haven't read any of these either. I think I read the first two and I was like, yeah, okay. Ooh, would you rather have a pet dragon or a pet unicorn? Because I have been in my dragon phase forever, I'm going to choose dragon. I don't want to pick up unicorn poop. A dragon can take care of himself. Okay, next one. Let me grab this one. That's, oh, kind of half opening. Okay, these two will be next apparently because they already opened. So number 20, and then I think the other one was number 40. Number 20 is, would you rather read a plot twist that shocks you or heartwarming ending? I love plot twists. I love me some good plot twists. I would rather have an unsatisfied ending, because I've had books like that with unsatisfied endings, than read a book that has no plot twists and I'm bored half of the time. Okay, and then the next one, it's 43. I thought it was 40. It says, would you rather read a book from an author you hate or from an author you love but don't remember? I don't hate authors' works. Like, sometimes I dislike their books, but it doesn't mean it is the author. It might just be the genre or the way they wrote it. What? One from an author you love but don't remember. How does that make sense? If you love them, you'll remember them. Something about this question doesn't make sense. So I would go for the author I hate, because like I say, it might just be the book they brought out. It doesn't mean that it's always all the books they bring out. Someone wants to jump out. Okay, let's go with this one. There we go. I don't know what that is. It's 36. Okay, would you rather read a book with a cliffhanger or one that wraps up everything? If it's a series and it's like the first or the second book, cliffhanger, please, because I won't pick up the next book in the series if it doesn't end on a cliffhanger. But if it's the end of a series, then please tie it up in a neat bow. I don't need more questions. But if I had to choose, if it was, for example, a standalone, then yeah, wrap it up. If I had to choose between the two, I would say cliffhanger. I'm a cliffhanger stan. Okay, next one. Okay. Everything almost fell out. Everything. Is that the first one? Wow, look at me. Would you rather read only new releases or only classics? Give me new releases, because the classics are nice, but they're boring sometimes. So yeah, rather give me new releases. We'll go with this one. It was like I was struggling. It just didn't want to get out. Number 14. Would you rather read the same book for a month or read a new book every day but forget them? Like, do I space out the same book? Like a page a day if it's got 31 pages? Or I would rather read one book over a period of a month and at least remember what I was reading than read, like, say, for example, 30 books and not remember what I read on day one of the month. Do you think it has enough space now to shuffle? I don't think so. Shake your booty. Okay, this one. is upside down, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Number 32. We have a theme here. Would you rather have to read only graphic novels or only traditional novels? See, the thing is, I only recently started liking graphic novels, so I'm still leaning towards traditional novels. Graphic novels are great, you know, if you want to get your reading count up and everything, but I do like a traditional novel. It just, I don't know, it scratches an itch in my brain that I really like. Anyway, I think 6 more. I want this one. This one looks like a good one. Number 12. I say number 12 like I know what they are. Would you rather have a book club with your favorite characters or with your real life friends? Do my favorite book characters like to read? Not always. So real life friends, because I already have a book club, you know, with friends. So I'm gonna go with the real life friends. Okay. 5 more. I want this one apparently. And hello, it's number 30. Would you rather have your favorite book made into a movie or a TV series? I have been having this argument for a while. A book really needs to be a series, especially if it's one of these chonkers. Like, you cannot make a movie from a book that's almost 1,000 pages long. You can't. So let's take, for example, Throne of Glass, because I really like Throne of Glass. It would be more impactful in a series than it was in a movie. Take, for example, the Game of Thrones series as well. If you put that in a movie, imagine how many things they had to take out in the first book if they had to make it a movie, you know? So quite frankly, I feel like fantasy stories can be series, but things like thrillers and stuff, I feel are more on the side of a movie, because it can be a 90-minute movie and you still get that satisfaction. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with series because my favorites are always fantasies, and fantasies should be series and not little TV shows and not movies. Okay, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Leave your comments down below. What do you think? I think 4 more, if I have been counting correctly. Could you please? Thank you. It was upside down. Was it? Yes, it was upside down. Okay, would you rather have dinner with your favorite author or your favorite character? I'm going to say favorite author, because then I can ask them questions about the book and I can be like, so don't give me details or anything, but what's at stake for, you know, like the next books coming out. For example, Sarah J. Maas, I would really like to have dinner with her and talk to her about the next ACOTAR book, because I'm dying to know whose POV it's going to be in. Like, we wrapped everything up in a neat, well, kind of, with A Court of Silver Flames, so it might be Elaine, but I'm not sure. We can speculate all we want until the book comes out. 3 more. Okay, let's take the top one. That was actually pretty boring, but it's fine. We'll take the top one. Hello, don't be rude. So it says, would you rather have the power of invisibility like a character or be able to fly? I like to be invisible sometimes. Like, for example, if you're in a social situation and you're like, I don't really like to be here, but I want to hear what everyone says, just make yourself invisible. But also, if you hit traffic, you can just get out of the car and fly. I'm sticking with my original answer. I'm going to go with invisibility. I'm thinking so weirdly about these. Okay. Next one. Let's go for this one that's slowly busy unraveling here. That's another footy one. Look at me bringing them back. Would you rather read about friendship or family dynamics in a book? I read, what is that? The Vanishing Half this year, and it was basically about family dynamics, and I was kind of bored. So maybe friend dynamic would be, I don't know, a bit more interesting, but at the same time I'm like, give me a book with plot twists, not a book about what is happening in a family's life. That's just boring, you know? Anyway, how many was that? I think 2 more. You know, if we have 1 more extra after this, it's fine. We won't die. Next one. Why did I fold this thing so many times? Would you rather be able to speak any language like a character in a book or have the ability to stand any creature? Creature. I would like to know what is going on in my dog's head most of the time, so if I can speak to them, that would make life a whole lot easier for me as well. Am I sitting? Okay, let's do 2 more. I don't know. Well, How was that for? It jumped out. So I'm gonna put the rest here. Then we can maybe do a part 2 sometime. I don't know. If you just want to hear my thoughts, it's fine. Would you rather read a series or only standalone novels? I am a series girly, so I will be sticking to series, even if it means I have to sit for 2 years reading a series because there's 250 books. I'd rather be doing that because I love reading a series and then just coming back to the characters and be like, yeah, I know you, I know your demeanor and stuff. And even though it's refreshing to read a standalone when you're quite tired of series, I would rather be reading series. Anyway, and then the last one, it's another 41. Look at me, 49. Would you rather have a magical pen that writes for you or a book that writes itself? Give me a book that writes itself. If, for example, I'm in the mood for fantasy, but I don't know what fantasy I'm in the mood for, if this book can write in a sense that it senses what I'm actually in the mood for and it gives me like that 5-star feeling every time, I would rather be reading that book. I'm very chuffed with my answer there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below with some of the answers to these questions, or let me know down below if you want a part 2. Maybe we can do that because I apparently have 25 more in that container thingy. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the video next week. Bye!